This is my first time returning to uni for 15 years. So for me, I really did want to have that face-to-face learning. I kind of left work about 7 years ago to have young children, so I was really craving adult company. And when I was investigating where to study, I spoke to a woman who was doing her course entirely online at another institution, and she said, "Oh, I loved it because I didn't have to go into the city for a lecture." And I thought, oh, going into the city for a lecture sounds great. That's what I want to do, and have a coffee beforehand. So for me, I really thrive on that personal interaction between other students and also with the academic staff, and just the physical environment as well. But having said that, there are obviously advantages for online learning. And I guess the course at QUT is the best of both worlds, because if I do miss out on a lecture, you've got that flexibility of catching up online. There's one particular online experience which I thought was quite satisfactory. That was an assignment clinic on Illuminate. And there weren't many of us. Only about 5 or 6 of us, but it was around dinner time, and it was quite amusing because I was chatting to people all throughout the state and even interstate, and kids were walking in, pizza was being delivered, I think we had fish and chips at the time, and there was that lovely sort of banter and sort of camaraderie as well, all sort of coming together, stressing out about an assignment, you know, but having that synchronous experience, but in our home environments. It was quite a nice little Illuminate session. Yeah. Some of them, for me, the ones that are most appealing are the ones where there is still that interaction. I have found Twitter to be very valuable despite initial skepticism, which I think most people mention, and it is a way of keeping in touch with your colleagues and classmates. There have been a couple of deadlines this weekend, and you can see the late night sort of frantic studying that's going on, and just the camaraderie that it builds. It would be the discipline of catching up. I've still got about 5 hours of lectures to catch up on. It's just the discipline. I guess with the unit I'm doing now, it is quite good because we have weekly assignments to do, so you are forced to keep up. And when everybody's in that same boat, they're all in together, posting on their blogs for the 12 midnight Sunday deadline. I guess you're all working there together. But if it's a subject where there isn't that intense sort of online focus, and you are just catching up on lectures and things, I think there would just be that discipline of listening to the lectures. And it is essential, I think, to have this online component, because I get to use those technologies that I'll be using in the profession. It's also given me perhaps the confidence to try things that I wouldn't necessarily do in person. So it gives me a bit of anonymity, and I can sort of branch out and play with Twitter and blogging and kind of hide behind my avatar and be a bit more, I guess a bit more daring and curious, and explore sort of different technologies and things through online learning. Yeah. And I do think the blended learning is the most appropriate model in this day and age. It does give you the flexibility and the experience of contacting students outside of your immediate environment. I mean, to be able to interact with people all over the world is fantastic. So yeah, but for me, I really do like that face-to-face learning.